Some would call it swag, some call it cockiness, some would call it being a diva. When you're good, it's not bragging. An elite wide receivers and the confidence they exude often permeates an entire team, and we're going to see a couple of examples of that in this one. Welcome, everyone, to the home of the Oregon Ducks, the House of Loud, Autzen Stadium in Eugene. As we'll see a squad from the SEC, the Alabama Crimson Tide, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Oregon Ducks. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, joined here in the booth, as always, by David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. Guys, let's tee this one up. The Ducks will get us underway with the opening kickoff. He'll bring it out from inside his own 10. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. This place is roaring, and it's going to be so hard to operate under these conditions. Looking to throw on first down. Makes the grab. And that completion good for a short game, but they still have some work to do to pick up the first down.
And that's a really nice route by the wide receiver, just understanding I got to win right now. I got to get inside of that guy, and I know I'm going to get contact. You run over the middle of the field on a slant, you're going to get hit. Nice job securing the catch, making the play.
Tackled at the 29. Let's give him 5 on that one.
Really nice run there. No, listen, modern-day college football, I know it's all about spread offense and throwing the football and going up tempo and scoring quickly, but, man, you think back to Bear Bryant in Alabama, doesn't it always seem like they've always wanted to establish the run game? They've always wanted to be physical. Bear Bryant would have loved this guy in his backfield. With his physical style of running, man, he fits that just perfect.
And tackled there by the defense.
Nice job there by the defense, not forgetting about the fullback. He's not just a lead blocker. He can catch the ball in this offense, too. They were aware of that, and they were able to make the tackle.
This crowd bringing the energy and noise early. They'll try the outside to the left. Pushes ahead for a couple. They'll mark it at the 33.
And every offense has plays that they really hang their hat on. And back in 1970, it was the toss. The toss play used to be the thing. You don't see as much of this nowadays. It's early in the game. Maybe it's something you want to show. Or, listen, maybe defensively this is something you need to start focusing on.
On third down, he drops to throw. Intercepted, and the first drive ends with a pick. Not much of a chance on the return, but they'll have the ball at the 33.
And this defense starting to become a common thread, man. First drive, they forced the INT after having 4 picks last week. They are finding the football. Nice way to start this football game.
This offense has it with really good field position. They'll come out on this drive and let it rip. Unloads to the wideout. Got his man downfield.
I love that play call. Quarterbacks are always licking their chops after their defense gets a takeaway because they know now, hey, I got a sudden change situation. I've got a chance to take a shot and pad my stats.
On 1st and 10, trying to strike from the 15. Here we go. The give to the back. Headed to the end zone. Couldn't quite nudge it in. Not sure you could get much closer, but it'll be 1st and goal.
And a great job on the offensive line. You're going to run the ball right up the middle. You better control the line of scrimmage. You can see the center, the guard, the tackles doing a good job getting on their guys just enough where this running back can get into space and make the big game.
The Ducks will try to punch it in on 1st and goal. They'll they'll try to get it in with the run. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. Can the defense stop them again on scores on a sneak?
And after that touchdown, you can barely hear yourself think. Autzen Stadium, one of the most special places in all of college football and easily one of the loudest stadiums, is now going off. We've all called games here before. We love coming to Eugene. This place is magic, and it's because of these fans.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Here he comes from inside his own 5. Excellent job by the kick coverage team. A pretty minimal gain on that return. The Tide offense rolls onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0. They'd love to get a drive going here. Throws to the wideout. It's complete. They stay aggressive and push their way out to the 33, and it's first down. Alabama may always be built on the run, but these days they elevate with a high-flying pass game.
And great coaches evolve, and we've seen the evolution of this Alabama offense over the last several years, and it's not just run, it's not just eat clock, it is be aggressive, attack, make big plays down the field.
And it just squirted through his hands. He wanted to take off and got too anxious.
Hopefully that's not going to affect the quarterback's confidence going back to this guy later. That was a catch he should have made. He dropped it. Let's see what the QB does moving forward.
Plenty of distance between them and the sticks here on second down. Wants to go up top. Rushes on him. Really good pickup on second down there. Leaves him with 3rd and 2.
And this is the hard part about being on defense and choosing whether to be conservative or bring the blitz. They bring the blitz, he sees it, and that's what he does really well. Sees it and immediately makes a decision, gets to some green grass, and gets a positive gain for this offense.
The power of Autzen Stadium on full display. The house of loud is deafening on this 3rd down. Pass the sticks and still on his feet. They knock him down, but he's got enough to get it across the line and pick up the first down.
And that's got to feel good if you're the offense, because 3rd down has been a bit of a problem all season long, but you love the way they're executing at this point, finding ways to keep the chains moving.
Sends it back in motion. To the air on first down. Under fire. Hit as he throws. Makes the grab. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker.
Great job by the quarterback thrown against zone coverage. You cannot telegraph where you're throwing the football. You cannot eyeball wide receivers. So great job by the quarterback using his eyes, not staring down his guy, and then throwing him open.
Leaves it with the back. That is a big win for this defense, as they were right there as soon as he got the ball.
And, man, it's nice to have a guy that is just better than your guys. Hey, no matter what play you call, man, how about him getting in the backfield quick, penetrating, using his quickness, and using his strength to get him to the ground. That is a ball.
Here's the handoff. And boy, is he close to that first down, maybe just a couple of inches short. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. They'll run for it. Will not get there. A 4th down stop.
Nice job by the defense on fourth down, rolling up, getting physical, stopping the run, shutting down that fourth down play. Really good job by this defense.
He might want another play. He wastes no time and comes out throwing. Can't make the connection, and the defense putting on the heat and forcing the incompletion.
What a play by the defender that time, because he's matched up one-on-one man coverage against an outstanding wide receiver, and it's the defender who makes the play. Really, really good position. He was up to the challenge. Be interesting to see if this quarterback goes his way again.
And he really needed to hold on to that one, but it was not loose, and third down is coming.
And that's your goal. Separate man from ball. Try to get your shoulder in there on the catch point and really give him something to think about. Physically jar that football and knock it out. Nice job by the defender.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Catch in the middle, it's Lawson. Touchdown, Oregon! Once he got a step, it was all over, right to the house.
This offense is so good. Man, they can hurt you in so many different ways, and they do it so quick, so explosive. They can put small drives together, big drives together. They've really had a great year, and that's why they're a top 10 offense.
Kickoff unit is out there again, and this crowd is feeling themselves after that last drive. And he's coming out of the end zone. And a really nice job by the kick team to get down there and make sure they limit that return. Wants to throw on first down. Caught over the middle. It's Raymond. Quarterback in trouble, just dump it right in the gut. Don't make him reach for it. Just put it right on the body of the fullback.
Yeah, Reese, you got to be real accurate when you throw to these guys. Not the biggest catch radius, let's just say. Moving forward, though, I think we're going to see this fullback play a big role in this offense.
Give to the fullback. He makes the tackle at the 24-yard line. It's a pickup of 5, and they'll have a first down.
Well, how about that? They turn around and hand it off to the big fella, and he's able to get the first down. Nice play.
It's first down from back at their own 24-yard line. They'll toss it to the left. Tackle is made at the 28 after a pickup of 3.
And that's something this offense is going to try to do in this game, and they're doing it early. They want to establish the run game. They want to be more physical. They want to control the line of scrimmage. That's how they're going to attack this defense.
Time has expired here in the quarter, and Oregon has the lead. And they jumped out to that edge early. As we wrap up the first, let's take a quick look at our game stats. Now to see if they can answer this early blitz here in the second quarter. Quarterback and running back set up in the pistol. Now the play fake. Hauls it in. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands.
And you got to focus, right? The first thing you're looking at as a defensive lineman, the first thing you understand is the ball starts with a snap count. I have to line up, see the ball. When the ball moves, I move. I know it's simple, but you still see guys jumping off sides all the time.
Little touch pass to the receiver. Got a little space. He'll go out of bounds at the 38-yard line as this offense patiently tries to work the ball out of its own end.
And just went with something very easy, very reliable. Flip it forward, let your receiver do the rest. I only got to get a few yards. Nice job, nice execution. First down.
They'll give it to the back. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
Really nice penetration by this defense, getting in there immediately, causing the running back to have to go a direction he doesn't want to go. And this defense has started the game so good. Several drives, no points allowed, and setting the tone on this drive.
Has to to throw this off his back foot. Finds a spot down the gut of the knee. Slippery slide. Find his way and ran away from the crowd into the end zone. Touchdown, Bama!
Each and every week, I think this coaching staff does such a good job of scheming ways to get this guy the football in the passing game, and defenses can't cover him. With that last catch, this now his 10th receiving touchdown on the season.
Getting set for the point after. And with the extra point, every little bit counts as they get closer. Let's go to the studio now and check in with Kevin Connors. Kevin, what do you got?
Guys, a couple of ACC teams colliding in a game that could have some implications. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Illinois. Never know what's going to happen in the ACC, and we'll circle back if anything develops. Fellas?
Thanks for the update on that one. Kevin, let us know when it goes final. Got out of trouble and throws. Quickly out to the tight end. He'll be stopped and forced out of bounds. Marked it at the 47-yard line, and this offense is going to work. That last play is what you call a drive starter. They're out to the 47. It's first down. Wants to go up top on first down. Working that left side now. Got room at the 35. Ripping through the defense and getting it all the way down to the 24-yard line. And the Ducks racing to the line in a hurry up. They'll go back to the ground. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here. The Ducks can play this second down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. He's got it and still on his feet. Touchdown, Ducks! A great catch and run for 6.
Well, this offense is top 10 in the country in points per game because they've got a lot of speed and they've got home run hitters. They score fast. They don't need 10 plays to go down the field. You saw it right there. They've recruited well. They've got playmakers. They're going to be a problem for defenses all year long.
And the extra point pushes the lead to 14. Quick work on that scoring drive, just 4 plays. And they finish it up with a 15-yard scoring toss. Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. Looks like he's going to bring it out. Not nearly as much as he'd hoped when he brought it out of the end zone. He'll be stopped at the 15. Here comes that Alabama offense onto the field. This is when the pressure can ramp up a little bit on an offense, David, when they start feeling the heat to answer a score. Breaks into the open. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. Big-time playmakers on the outside. Now, look, Alabama's had great receivers. Ozzie Newsome, David Palmer way back in the day. But nowadays, it's sort of part of the DNA for the Crimson Tide.
Man, the run they had for several years was unbelievable with Judy and Ruggs and Cooper and Devontae Smith. Like,
oh, and he can't hold the pitch, and the ball's loose.
Doesn't it always seem like that ball is on the ground for like 30 seconds? You got 17 guys running at it, slow motion. Like, I got to get the football. Offense, very lucky to get that football back.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on second down. Motion from the wide receiver. Second down, he'll throw it. Lofts one high and deep. And the incomplete pass, taking a shot on second down, and they'll be left with a third down.
Well, we know this offense hasn't been able to get it going on the ground so far in this game. Now they're trying through the air, but give this defense credit. They've got a really good game plan. They've got all 11 guys on that side of the ball executing perfectly. Fantastic job in the back end that time, being in position and making sure that thing fell incomplete.
How can a stadium this size make so much noise? You can't hear yourself think on third down here in Autzen. Punch it out of the air. They stop him short of the sticks, and it'll be fourth down.
You got to love that on defense. One of the most critical statistics out there is how do you play on third down? How do you prevent the opponent from keeping drives alive? Right there, tackling the catch. You gave it the completion. What do you do? You set up fourth and you're going to get the ball back. Go get some water and celebrate.
Boy, if they don't convert this fourth down, there will be questions to be answered. He'll try to throw and pick up the first down. Trying to beat the D deep. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. Trying to take it back.
This is obviously not a great start for this quarterback here. 2 interceptions already in this game. He's got to do a much better job with his decision-making.
Let's see if they can get something going here late in the half. They're going to throw it to start the drive. Quick strike complete. That's a really good tackle there, giving up some size and still making the play.
And nice job by the defense staying glued to him, getting him on the ground as soon as he catches the football, knowing he's a threat. I'm not going to let this guy get out of my sights. Nice job by the D.
Got his man. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
One of the things you love about this running back is not only can he run between the tackles, but he's also a weapon in this offense catching the football.
We're at the 2-minute timeout. They've built a big lead, and they'll try to pile on a little more before the break. The Ducks come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. They're going to go to the air on third and short. Fires to the wideout. Got it! So close to that end zone. He could almost taste it, but it'll be first and goal for this offense.
And listen, the defense knew coming into this one, they were going to target him early and often. He is a weapon, and there's no mystery where the quarterback's going to be looking on critical down and distances. Let's see how they're able to cover him throughout the rest of this game.
Off the play fake on first down to throw. Touchdown, Oregon! Fired in from the red zone for the score. They want to finish the season strong, and man, are they doing that here in this Week 11 performance. This dude is revving his engine like that duck coming out on a motorcycle. He is putting up points and finding the promised land.
And it's nice to have a guy that can do that. Goodness gracious, they just keep finding at Oregon this trigger men. Not only throw the football, but guys who can pick them up and put them down and make big plays.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. Plenty of time to work, not any time to waste as they take over here in the final 2 minutes of the half. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. The sure hands, it's Ramsey. And just a short, safe pass play, they pick up a few. So now it's 2nd and long. Looking to fire. And he dropped it. It looked for all the world like that would be a catch, and he just got too excited.
Good, wide open, big play opportunity. Hits him right between the numbers. You got to make that play. Those are one of those where I tap my helmet like, dude, that was...
He's going to let it go. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down.
Well, at this juncture in the game, with how the scoreboard looks, no question this offense is going to have to throw to get back in the game, and it's going to be tricky now because the defense is expecting it. You're going to throw into a lot of big zone coverages with everybody's eyes on the quarterback. Not going to be easy.
They're throwing for it on 4th down. Pressure coming. Quarterback gets the 1st down and more. Big play, takes him into plus territory. He's out of bounds at the 47.
Well, I think you're starting to see some examples of why this guy is inexperienced in a freshman quarterback, right? Obviously, he's thrown a couple picks earlier in the game. That scramble right there, he's got to get down. He's got to take care of himself and slide. Great job, nice athleticism, good decision to take off scrambling and help his offense, but you really are seeing his inexperience shine through here in this game.
The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Back to pass. Looking left. And that's going to be incomplete. A lot of contact on the play, but no flags. It'll be 3rd down.
Well, that looked like it was going to be a completion, but how about the defender making the hit, forcing the incompletion?
The Crimson Tide a long, long way from the line to gain here on 3rd down. From the gun, wants to pass. Zings it complete to the right. Gets it down to the 33. They pick up the 1st down. Got to use their time wisely. We've got a timeout here late in the 1st half, and they'll try to get more points on the board before the break. Alabama comes to the line with 1st and 10. Looking downfield on 1st down. Throws for the tight end. Complete downfield. Now he's got it all the way down to the 21-yard line, and they are threatening on 1st down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Looking to throw on 1st down. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown time. Snagged in the end zone to give them 6.
And I'm not going to say that was a must-score, but that was a must-score. And this offense delivers right before the half. Everything's starting to pick up. Hopefully, now you build some momentum. You cut it to a 2-score game. Got to build on this momentum in the 2nd half.
And with the extra point, they trail by 2 touchdowns, 28-14. They're getting set to kick it away, and that last score took a little oomph out of this crowd. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Inside 30 seconds to play in the half. We'll see how aggressive they are on this drive. Quarterback may change this route. Looking to throw on 1st down. Spits it out to the back. It's complete. Gets it inside the 40, brought down at the 39, and they can't stop the clock. The offense calls a timeout to stop the clock. They'll snap it from the 39, 1st and 10. To the air on 1st down. Fires to the tight end. And that had all the makings of bug meat windshield, but how about the little corner taking on the big tight end and keeping him from getting the first? Oh, he's going to try to hit him deep. Catch inside the 25. The stop is made, but this offense is threatening 1st and goal from the 9. The offense wastes no time getting the timeout call. And in the final seconds of the 1st half, they'll send out the field goal unit. Right down the boulevard, it's good. And that lead grows even bigger. 1st half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. They want to get the ball back right now, lining up for an onside kick to start the 2nd half. They'd hope to get that thing bouncing around, but the hands team is able to corral it.
Well, they're trying to pounce on their opponent with the lead in the 2nd half, trying to steal a possession, but give the return team credit. They may not have been set up perfectly for that onside kick, but they're Johnny on the spot, and now their offense is licking their chops, hoping to go down and score.
Wants to throw on 1st down. Snagged out of the air. He's brought down quickly. Minimal gain there. Still a bit short of the 1st down. And the Ducks are in the hurry-up. They'll try the run. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
And just a great job by the defense being stout, right? That's your job. Be stout up front, stuff in the run play, make them get in more passing situations, but do not let them run the football. That's 101. Stop the run.
Unleashes one deep. Touchdown, Ducks! And the route is on. He has been surgical. Precision passes. Using the scalpel, the fine instrument, rather than the blunt one.
And the defense has had absolutely no answer for him. Just, he's been down their throats all game long, a step ahead, understanding what he's seeing, and just destroying this defense.
Kickoff unit on the field, and this defense will be called on to protect this lead. He'll start the return inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Here comes that Alabama offense. They've got a long road ahead of them if they want to get back into this game, but they have to get to work on this drive. Makes the catch down the right side. And they'll pick up the 1st down and mark it at the 47.
This offense not wasting any time. First play of the 3rd quarter, and they're aggressive, taking a shot. You know they had some conversations in the locker room at halftime. How can we get a big one right out of the gate? The defense isn't going to be expecting it. They took the shot, they hit it, and this offense is humming.
Wants to go up top on 1st down. Unloads it left. And they couldn't make the connection on the long shot.
Well, on that last deep shot, it looked to me like the quarterback probably forced that ball into coverage. But can you really blame him, guys? I mean, these two have already hooked up for 2 touchdowns in the game. If I'm him, I'm thinking the same thing. Even when he's covered, he's open. And he's shown the ability to climb the ladder and make contested catches. So I don't mind him taking another shot there.
Trying play action. Throws toward the end zone. Touchdown, Alabama! They went for it all, and it paid off with the score.
How about the day for this young fella? 3 receiving touchdowns. Hey, defense, that guy's good. We might want to do something about it. Let's send 2 at him. Let's send 3 at him. We can't let this guy continue to beat us time and time again.
Here comes the 2-point try. The snap sets up the throw. And he just flat dropped it. I think he wanted to run before he secured it.
That keeps the score. Oregon.
Now to make sure this kickoff team covers it well to not give back that last score.
Set to kick it off.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. The Ducks ready to go back to work on offense. Use the play fake, now to throw. Got a man, it's Lawson. He goes out of bounds, maybe a step shy of the 40. They're going to mark it at the 39, and a really nice pickup there. From the 39-yard line, it's 1st and 10. Fires to the right. He's got it. And he's knocked down immediately, but not before he moves the chains. You always have to be aware of the running threat from the Oregon quarterbacks, but here getting business done through the air.
No doubt, Reese, because you're worried about his legs, the read game, all the stuff they can do. It opens up the passing attack. And I think when you've seen the Ducks teams throughout history, the ones that have enough balance to keep you off guard, keep you guessing, are the ones that are the best teams.
Looking downfield on 1st down. Using the quick game. He's there to make the stop, but the damage has been done as they pick up the 1st down on the throwing catch.
Yeah, and he's been throwing it all over the yard, and he's now over 300 yards on the day, so been a successful day. Now, 300 yards, I don't know, Palmer, 300 nowadays, that's like what back in the day for you?
That would have been 500. I would have won the Heisman, man. It's a big deal today in college football, no doubt. Listen. He's in a rhythm right now. He's in a groove. We've seen good decision-making. He's been playing on time, and he's been deadly accurate throwing it. And guess what? This game is far from over.
Quarterback making adjustments. Back to pass on 2nd down. Had to throw it before he wanted.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Shotgun snap, wants to throw it on 3rd. And they can't hook up on the big play, and that brings up a 4th down.
Ball hasn't hit the ground a lot for this QB. He's already thrown 4 TD passes. He saw a look, wanted to take another shot, and that time they just fall short with the incompletion. But this defense, they have not had the answer with respect to defending the pass in this game.
And for the 2nd time tonight, they'll trot out the field goal kicker. And this will be a 41-yarder coming up from the right side. And it's right down the boulevard. And that will extend their lead even further.
And listen, y'all know in the booth and everywhere how I feel about kickers. Don't always love leaving it on their foot, so to speak, but nice job executing. He keeps doing stuff like that. I'll keep trotting him out there.
He'll bring it back from inside his 5. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. Deficit, and there is a sense of urgency now. Find some space, enough to get 5 to the 22. Alabama pushing the tempo.
Definitely been tough sledding for this guy, especially in the 1st half. They gave him the ball a bunch, but they just don't have a ton of yards on the ground to show for it at this point. That looked like a pretty good run, though. You just wonder maybe in the 2nd half, if they keep giving him the football, it may start paying some dividends.
Man, that was a good run, but it was almost even better. Great job by the offense. Keep the running game going. You get big chunks like this. Not only was that a big chunk, it also looked like it could have gone for more.
Now on 1st and 10 from the 29. Use the play fake, now to throw. He tries to take the top off. And they can't make the connection, going for a big play on first down.
No big surprise there, right? You're throwing to a guy that already has 3 touchdown catches in the game, so take another shot. Every time he has looked his way, good things have happened, and that's one of the very few times in this game so far where they have not been able to hook up.
They'll spread the defense out, going 5 wide on 2nd and 10. Misfired on the last play. They'll go back to the air. This one's complete. And he's brought down at the 40-yard line, and that'll be a first down.
Hey, who says hitch passes can't get big yards? Receiver catches it, makes a guy miss, and goes and gets a first down.
Alabama rolling quickly downfield, set up with another first down. Calls his own number. Creating some space, getting just enough good blocking, and they've got it up to the 47-yard line.
You know, you talk so much about QBs, right? And having to make really good decisions. There's a great example. He didn't see anybody open downfield. He didn't hesitate for 1 second. He put his head down, and he took off and went running and generated an explosive play for the offense.
Knocked down at the 47. It's a 5-yard gain and enough to move the chains.
Now, you've seen the evolution of these slot receivers. They're just matchup nightmares. They're hard to get your hand on. A lot of times, they're off the football. You can't jam them. These guys are so productive, and offenses really feature their best players most times.
And the quarterback will be slung down back at the 43. The Crimson Tide just hoping at least to get some of the yardage back here on 2nd down. Wants to go up top. And he throws another interception. His 3rd of the night. Touchdown, Oregon! What momentum you get when the defense comes up with a play like that.
How about a game-changing play for this defense? Stepping in front of the football and knowing what to do with it, taking it all the way to the end zone.
We check in with Kevin Connors. What's going on, Kevin?
Guys, a quick update on a notable game going on right now in the ACC. Arizona is ahead in this one. This team plays a fun brand of football there in Tucson, but they're a long way from closing this out. They're up by 7 over Illinois. It wouldn't be the ACC if there weren't this kind of storyline, guys, and we promise to keep you posted.
And how about that one? Kevin will be keeping an eye on everything going on elsewhere. This drive will start from the 19-yard line. To the ground with the back. Find some fresh air. That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
You know, as a defense, you can have the right call and the right guy in the right spot, but that guy's just too good. And how about the running back on that play? Just making it happen, breaking off the huge gain. It's tough to get these guys on the ground.
Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
The big fella in the middle, man. Those defensive tackles, they go such a long way in deciding and really stopping the other team's run game. Just forcing contact with those guards and those centers, owning the line of scrimmage, and getting running backs on the ground.
Time winding down in the quarter as they come to the line. They think they can impose their will here with the run to the right. And brought down, looks as if that's how we'll end the 3rd. And talk about spreading the ball around. Everyone getting a chance to show off the hands based on the number of targets we've seen. After swapping into the field, they gave him a little time to figure out how they'll open the final period here on 3rd down. They'll try to get the edge on the left. He's got enough to move the chains, and they'll spot it at the 47.
I think it's just too little too late, David, at this point. That's a play that they could have used a lot earlier in this game, but because of miscues, they're down by a lot late, and I don't think they're going to have enough time to claw back into this one.
Yeah, and I'm fine with you running that play if you want to do that. My goal now is with this lead, if you want to run it, so be it, but just don't give up the big plays. Let that clock continue to roll. Make him earn it all the way down the field and take a lot of time off that clock.
And defensively, this is exactly what you want, right? You got the big lead, so you can play big zone coverages. Just keep the ball in front of you. Keep your eye on the quarterback. Rally to the football. Gang tackle. And you're going to win this game.
Second down, they'll go to the air. Fires to the middle. Finds space on the right. They get him corralled, but not until he's in the red zone. They'll mark it at the 14.
Let's go. We got some life. We made a big play, something to build off of. We need a lot of points, and we need them quickly. Time's running out. We're trailing big in this ball game.
The Tide with the 1st and 10. From the red zone, looking for a man. And the pass is broken up, incomplete. But wait, there's more. Flag on the field, and it might be against the offense. After getting moved back, it's 1st and 20. A designed run for the quarterback. Really good running, gets it into the red zone, and they'll have it at the 16.
Man, the evolution of the quarterback position. Basically, you should call them running backs who throw the ball really well now.
And guys, you know the other thing that happens here is that sets up the next play because you've sort of left the defensive line gassed trying to run down the quarterback.
Oh, you got to be in shape, chasing him around all day on design runs, on scrambles, and, you know, it's just, and the +1 advantage you get by having that guy. It's so hard to defend.
You get the completion, and now you set up a manageable 3rd down situation in the red zone. This is a huge down in distance in this game.
Not a lot of ground to cover and not much to defend. A big 3rd down in the red zone. And it's his 4th interception of the game.
And I love this defense understanding situational football. You got the lead in the 4th quarter. Get your nickel packages. You know the pass is coming, and the execution was great.
Yeah, they thrive on takeaways, and they love to get into games late with the lead because one of the strengths of their entire team is their secondary, and you saw it there. In nickel, they're able to come away with the pick, and it's looking like they're going to be able to seal this game.
Just couldn't find an open man. He'll get rid of it, and it'll be 2nd down.
And it's nice to be a QB in this spot. He's had a great day, man. Like, great day. They've built a huge lead now. Incompletion's okay. Just take care of the football. Don't throw that thing to the other team.
Finds just enough daylight to work his way up to the 19-yard line.
It's got to feel good as an offense knowing that early in the drive you can turn around, hand it off, get a push up front, and go get positive yardage.
The Ducks come to the line on 3rd down, trying to keep this drive alive. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. They'll throw on 3rd and short. Makes the grab on the left. This offense has a little room and a fresh set of downs at the 23. From their own 23, it'll be 1st and 10. They get to him as he throws. Got a man in the middle. He gets those chains moving, gets it out to the 42-yard line.
The biggest rule change for me, if I could make one in all of college football, would be illegal man downfield. And when they run these RPO plays and those linemen start to creep further and further down the field, I would love for the refs to call those more often. It's a cheating play, basically, running these RPOs. So hard to stop. Nice execution by the offense, but probably cheating too.
Halfway there on 1st down, it's 2nd and 5. They'll go to the ground. Makes it past the marker. He's got enough for the 1st down, and that ought to be enough to put them in victory formation for the rest of this one. The Ducks kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. They'll give it to him again. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Second down coming up.
Well, this one had all the suspense of a bug hurtling his way toward a windshield, and they did